Thanks, Fizzle. Okay, hello everybody, again, Maya here. We are playing Mega Man X4 100%. And from my company to comment this run is Whip.
Hello, I'm SC Whip and I'm also a runner of Zero Hondo. So yeah, I'll be helping Maya with the commentary.
So he's an experienced runner, he's really good, so check him out. Now he's playing Mega Man X, so a shout out to him. So we are going
shout out.
a shout out to him. Yeah. Of course, you're going to comment my run, so let me give you that. So we're going to start right away in 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, good luck.
Thank you.
You're gonna need it. Okay, so well, I was kind of invited at last minute to commentate, so I'll just start with the basics. So you'll see Maya jumping a lot with dash speed instead of dashing on the ground. That's because when you dash on the ground in this game with both characters, you have a 6-frame animation where your character is not moving. So that's why he's jumping a lot. That fast attack is called SDC, Saber Dash Cancel, or canceling. It's essentially alternating the dash and the slash, like the first slash with the dash. And so that makes it so you can attack really fast. And that's good because of 2 reasons. One, because using the triple slash generates a lot of lag in this game. Also the air slash, as you can see. And also, SDC just gives you much better DPS overall in a lot of instances. So coming in on the intro boss, you can manipulate this dragon. His name is Erigion. So what you wanna do is slash him, and then go back to your position where you start the fight. And if you do that correctly, he will stay down, and you can kill him before he flies away. Okay, so that's because the manip failed. If you do the manip properly, he will not fly, and you'll be able to kill him before he flies. Other than that, pretty easy boss, really. There's like no chance of dying here. I guess one thing about this game is the text mashing. There's a lot of text mashing, as well as when you play as Zero, there's a ton of RNG. So yeah. Done with the intro. Okay, so you get the introduction of the first 8 bosses. You have basically 2 options to which boss go first, either Dragoon or Stingray. Doesn't really matter. Maya, I think he goes Dragoon. Yeah, Dragoon first. The only difference with going Stingray first is just RNG grind, because Stingray has a lot of RNG. So by going Stingray first, you get that RNG out of the way immediately. But going Dragoon first is a much friendlier way to start the speedrun, I think. The stage itself, it's pretty easy. These meteors always come down at the same spots. Whoa.
Okay.
That's a new one. Yeah, that never actually happens. You have those mech jumps. They're a little bit tight, but not too much. And yeah, that's part 1 really. The stage is pretty simple. Just go straight, and you actually want to avoid killing most enemies because of the lag Zero generates. So you probably see Maya take a lot of damage boosts instead of killing enemies. Okay, so now the hard grab,
Let's go,
first
baby.
try, nice. It's not, it's kinda tight. It's easy and tight at the same time, it's kinda weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty easy to miss. But, so you do that so you can get the hard take on your first visit. Instead of having to revisit with like a double jump or air dash.
Yeah, there's chances
So
to get like Major Eye in your face.
yeah, yeah, and then last section, meteors are RNG. So, so Dragoon, we're gonna SDC him to death, and he will die pretty fast, hopefully. Okay, nice. Yeah, that's never happened before. Uh, you, this game is pretty fast-paced, and there's a lot of shit going on. I mean, of stuff. Sorry. So Dragoon, depending, so the first 2 slashes usually don't trigger any form of iframes on bosses. So by using SDC to kill them, well, you never activate the iframes, and SDC just gives you a ton of DPS, so enemies' health bars just explode, depending on proper RNG most of the time.
Yeah, we're melting the whole bar, so it's really
Yeah,
useful in the entire run. But there's some bosses we use like the abilities from that.
yeah, you can't use it on every boss, unfortunately. Okay, so Peacock stage, Peacock second. This stage is kind of like a mini speedrun stage. You wanna finish the... oh, nice SDC. You wanna finish each screen fast enough to where... oh, that's a little bit of a near strat, where you damage boost and go to the bottom, I mean from the bottom. So you wanna finish each screen in a certain margin of time, so you can get the S rank at the end, and that way you will get first a 1-up, then the hard tank, and then the E tank. So yeah, you're kind of forced to learn these stages properly, so you get everything, because if not, you're kind of screwed. But yeah, that should be it. I'm getting S rank, and now you can get the E tank, which hopefully you never see an E tank usage in the run. But sometimes RNG can make you lose a lot of health and make it pretty dangerous. The second screen is simple enough. You press the buttons, the stage flips. So you have to work around that, and you skip, I believe, 1 or 2 buttons because they're kind of useless. Oh, that's a little bit of an early press, and there you go. Yeah, that's like the one part where if you go too fast with the button press, it screws you over. Okay, so Peacock. There's a decent amount of RNG with this guy. So he has 3 patterns, but he will spawn, I mean, each pattern spawns in a different place, but he will spawn depending on your positioning. So Maya will stand in the middle, and he will react to whatever Peacock does. If he's behind like that, you will jump and do air slashes, because that gives you better DPS than using his weakness. If he spawns on top of you, you just fire, and if he spawns on front of you, you do 1 air slash and then fire. And that was actually a pretty nice RNG.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
It was a pretty decent RNG. You want him to, ideally he goes on top twice in a row, and then you can 2-cycle Peacock, but that RNG is actually really good. So we go Peacock second instead of Mushroom, which we will go now to Mushroom. Because yes, Mushroom gives you a double jump, which is very useful for movement, but once you kill Mushroom, you will get a Spinny Slash, which actually deals less damage to Peacock. And worst case scenario, it loses like 9 seconds on the Peacock fight. So that's why we go Peacock second. This stage is pretty tough, yeah, jumping over those guys. And now there's the climb, the infamous climb.
Yeah, the infamous
So,
one.
yeah, good luck with the climb. I'll shut up for a bit for for it.
Oh, come on.
Nope. Before he starts jumping around.
Now with the best part of this game. Jet Stingray.
Yeah, Jet Stingray, the auto-scroller of the game.
And some of the Orifice chances to die a lot in this game. For new players.
Yeah.
And also to mess up like one jump and you die.
Yeah, I still don't know if this the stream is actually working correctly. Like, is it working now? Okay, so So about this stage, it's just an auto-scroller. There's one thing you can do to make the stage go by faster, which is using air dash. That's kind of dangerous, Maya. So when you,
Oh, yeah.
so when you do an air dash in the bike, the screen actually rolls faster. So each air dash saves just under half a second, pretty much. So as much air dashes as you can squeeze in, the more, the better. Okay, I think now we're fully back in the stream. There's an E-Tank here, and there you go. If you missed that E-Tank, you have to actually revisit this stage. It's pretty terrible.
Bro.
Bro. Okay, Stingray, RNG. that's the keyword for this game, RNG. So he can do that. You want a specific pattern, but after a certain threshold of health, you want him to do this attack, and now he's supposed to come down. Yes, so you can SDC him and he will die. Oh. Now, how long he takes to come down so you can SDC him, it's RNG. So that's why some people go Stingray first. Because if he doesn't come down, you're looking at a 25-second time loss. Like comparing best to worst RNG. Now we get a cutscene, we don't care about that. And now actually the route doesn't matter anymore. The first 4 Mavericks are very specific, kinda. Well, not very, but specific. Now it doesn't really matter which Maverick you go to. All you really want is Beast before Walrus. That's the only thing. Now this stage, pretty tough, especially the second section. The way this stage works is the game will send you to the second half at the end of the stage based on cycles. So every 3 seconds a cycle passes. So you can actually kill enemies, get hit, generate lag. As long as you don't miss the cycle, you're fine. And usually you can tell if you get the cycle or not by listening to the music. That's your only cue, really.
And when you see the amount of damage you take in the entire section, if you take a lot of it, you say like, I fucked up.
Pretty much, yeah.
I messed up really bad.
Okay, so that mini was pretty simple, jump to slash.
I messed up.
Yeah, I think Maya missed a cycle, so that's 3 seconds. Now, this second half, you start on a train. This train also has cycles. They are a little bit more tight, but this also has cycles, so your speed is pretty important here. Just getting the optimal cycle is pretty tight. Oh yeah, another thing, this stage is pretty infamous. It's because of the amount of enemies and the fact that every single enemy always drops health for some reason. So you're just standing in place most of the time from drops. That's pretty cool.
At least in this stage you can do like damage boost.
Yeah. Yeah, ideally you just damage boost through everything, so you don't generate lag and you don't risk a drop stopping you.
And also sometimes it's really important to get like a really good amount of health because of some RNG sometimes beats give you.
Yeah, Yeah, so again, Beast has RNG, it's not too terrible, but Beast can throw these bananas and they will hit you and for like a quarter of your health. That's a nice fight.
Yeah,
So you use SDC, Beast, but the thing is he can jump around, slash you, the banana as a counter attack, and your health can go to 0 real fast. So that's why some people prefer to do Beast last or second to last.
and also that depends on how fast your SDC is.
Yeah, and the more consistent and fast your SDC is, Beast fight will usually be much more safer because you can have a little bit of a wiggle range so you can hit him. Okay, so now Walrus, uh, you see that there's this ice physics on the slopes. You wanna dash on them, so you get dash speed plus the slope speed. Also, there was the heart. So you wanna dash on the slopes, despite the 6-frame penalty. It's just much faster. There's also the EX tank, which is completely useless to this run. Whoops. Which is that one. So that tank gives you 4 lives if you game over, which hopefully it won't happen. There's a pretty cool fall, just in one go. Very nice. And we have the miniboss, which is, you guessed it, RNG. Oh, hello.
So sometimes this boss give you this kind of RNG, like he close and you can deal damage to him. If this boss give you that pattern, it's really useful to do SDC in that moment.
Yeah. So yeah, that guy is RNG. Hopefully he never closes, but if he does, you're kind of out of luck, basically. So that's why we wanted Beast attack, actually Beast before Walrus, to use that slash there. That's pretty much all the time save it gives you here. Also the W tank, which is also useless, but it's Hundo, so... And this section is also can be pretty complicated because of the amount of enemies that there are in your way. But that was a pretty nice section. And Walrus, thank God, it doesn't have any RNG. It's always the same fight.
The only technical thing about this boss is that you can make a double hit, and it's just that, a double hit.
Yeah, so you can do a double hit. Your timing needs to be kind of specific. So let's see. Okay, this looks nice, and 1, 2, nice. So yeah, you can. So after Walrus regrows his fangs, his iframes actually reset. So you can get 2 hits with 1 fire. And Maya actually got it, so that was nice.
Well, the optimal thing about it is like don't get like that frames you lose from using the ability.
Yeah, if you time the fire wrong, you will get a lot of lag frames. But if you do it properly, you actually get very few.
Also, just what Whip says is you do it like really late, you notice and make a lot of flags, and you do it sooner, you messed up and you can do like double hits.
Yeah, so you can pretty easily miss them. A spider stage is can be complicated because of some tight spaces. But the main thing this stage has is at the end, at the boss fight. So we'll get to that, but before that, let's see. Oh,
Side jump.
oh yeah, this is always cool. Oh, well, you can fall. You can jump over this section actually off the screen without looking at your character. Oh, oh yeah, I didn't mention this. So usually you can double jump and that's it. But if you double jump and then you get hit, your double jump actually resets and you can jump one more time. So you can do that during the last climb, or if you get hit unexpectedly, you can jump again, or you can also air dash like there. See, Maya got hit, then the air dash resets, and then you use that to go over the beehive. When it's fired, to get the heart right there, pretty easy. We use fire here for a little bit of a shortcut. And now we're to the boss. Forward damage boost and nice. So, bless RNG here. I will wait and see what happens. And then I will explain if it happens or not. So, good luck.
We will see what kind of RNG maybe this spider. Okay.
Okay, that's a pretty terrible RNG. You saw a little bit of it, so... Okay, so... You can quick kill spider. Like one cycle, just skip this whole section. It is extremely RNG heavy. And it has some serious execution in the background also. So what you wanna do is, whoops. What you wanna do is hit spider right before he leaves the screen. And that will cause him to, when he is off screen, he will have no iframes. So you can just pump damage and destroy him in like 1 second. But that, as I said, that's pretty much 95% RNG. And the other 5% is doing the execution correctly.
Because also
But
if
yeah.
you can get like multi-hits in the fears, when he appears again, it's literally RNG then. So
Yeah.
you can
Yeah, so,
you can do nothing about it. So it's RNG, no? That's
yeah.
all.
So you need him to spawn at the top at a certain positions, and yeah, that's just RNG, unfortunately. Our stage is also pretty simple. You just ride the mech and charge out everything in your way. Either that, or if for some reason you don't have a charge ready, just air dash and damage boost, and that's it. You don't need to kill everything, just some specific stuff. But yeah, that's the stage. It's pretty easy. Easy and short, really. Second half is also really short. There's a little bit of a skip where you can die, so now that I cursed it, I want you to die.
Oh,
Nice. Commentator's curse. Yeah, so you damage boost and then you can double jump into the wall and you skip the little platform. Yeah, like that. This mini boss, you can actually one cycle him, but it's extremely tight. Like that's like the normal fight. Everyone does the fight like that. Just getting the one cycle is impossible. Now Owl, another RNG boss. Yeah, this game is fun. You should really run this game. More people should run this game. Just RNG grind, basically. There's an interesting feature on Owl where your triple slash, I mean the third slash, will not actually trigger iframes for some reason. So if you timed your triple slash correctly, you get to hit him with your third slash without making him use the shield. You can just bump damage and then just mix that with his weakness, which is the Giga attack from Peacock, and he dies pretty fast. However, again, his pattern is RNG, so you can kill him really fast, or he can just fly away and screw you.
Also, if you go with stereo mode, you can hear where he can appear, maybe left or right.
Yeah, but you can't hear if he's on top of or bottom. Okay, this is Spaceport Colonel stage. It's pretty fun, this stage also. Problem is some parts are kind of tight, but it's really fun. You use a lot of double jump in this section to avoid stairs. And there's a little bit of a skip here, nice. And now to the boss. This stage is pretty short, so that's nice. Okay, Colonel is another one of those bosses where they have funky iframes. If you hit him with ice at certain parts of his animation, his iframes will reset. So one, and then you get a double. You can also get a triple. And so you want to time your ice in such a way that you're hitting him when he switches animations. And that'll make it so your ice hits him twice. At the best case scenario, 3 times. But yeah, that was a pretty average fight. RNG wasn't really good. You want him to stay so you can double hit him, but if he teleports, you don't have anything to do really. Now an even shorter stage, just the Sig 1, I guess. Stigma 1, just literally damage boost through enemies, and you get to the boss. Yeah. That's the hardest stage in the game. And Iris itself is also a pretty easy boss fight. There's a little bit of RNG, not too much. It's not really a factor usually. I think I'm the only one that actually gets screwed over with it. So when you hit Iris, she will throw some little robots that will home at you. Those robots. And that's like the RNG, at what speed they come at you, because everything else depends on your positioning basically. But yeah, that can happen. So fire is her weakness, and you wanna do a mix of fire and air slashes. Oh, Maya! Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
That's also a new one.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, I'll just shut up from now on.
No, it's okay. I like to fight Iris, so I just want to take it twice. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's a fun fight.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, those little robots are RNG. What speed they come at you and where they spawn. So sometimes you want to use fire to hit the crystal, because that's the only part where you can damage Iris. And they will just hit you and cancel your fire. That's like the only RNG factor of this fight. Everything else is on you, basically.
And now perfect. Literally, you can do better than that, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much how the fight is supposed to go. And cutscene. Okay, now we get where the RNG can be the absolute worst. From this point to the end of the game, there's like over a minute worth of time, just completely RNG. It's amazing. So there's two routes for this stage. We go for the bottom route. It's slightly faster than the top route. Also way riskier, but it's even then it's not terrible. Again, short stage, and then we make it to RN General or RNG General. So let's see if he gives us the pattern, and then I can explain. Maya, please slow SDC.
I will try. Let's go. Okay.
Okay, so this is the bad RNG. So what you want him to do is go up. So let's see. Okay, that's what you want to do. That's what you want him to do. So now you get hit, and hopefully, nice. Okay, so what the hell happened there? For some reason, your first slash hits General's head every frame, and it also does 2 damage instead of 1. So it just destroys him. If you can, kind of like a slow SDC, since the saber hits every frame of the animation, you want to extend the animation as much as you can. So that's why it's a slow SDC. But if he gets up, goes up and throws the arms, the punches, it's just RNG. So worst case scenario is like 40 seconds.
Yeah, just 40 seconds. Literally in the final final part of the run.
Yeah. And now we have the boss rush, which is even better because you have the RNG of every single boss packed together into one split. So Dragoon, the fight is the same, just SDC him to death. You don't want to take too much damage, but depending on the pattern, it's sometimes inevitable. Spider now, we have another chance at the quick kill. So hopefully we can see it. I really doubt it because of the RNG factor. It's pretty rare to get, even like in an actual grind. Okay, that's a decent spawn. Okay, so you saw again part of it, and the spawn was also pretty bad. So yeah, no quick kill for us. So that's this thing, right? If a spider had spawned in the same place, again, that would have been a decent attempt at a quick kill. But I think you jumped too early, so skill issue.
Nah, that was not a skill issue because he goes like literally the far right. Oh, nah.
Yeah, even if let's say it was the perfect attempt, the spawn was just bad, so there was no way around it. There's a different setup that's slightly more consistent because you have more room, but yeah, it's still just 100% RNG. So the Peacock fight, this time we're gonna be using only fire instead of using air slash and fire. The reason is because the air slash after you kill Mushroom deals 2 damage to Peacock instead of 3. So that's why we use the weakness. There's just no way around it. Using the air slash is still slower than only using the weakness, so yeah, we're kind of stuck with it.
Now, Stingray Part 2. Yeah. Let's hope for a good RNG.
Stingray is the exact same fight, except now we're fighting in Mountain Dew. And yeah, again, exact same fight, just hope he comes down early. He can also fast dive. But this is already an average pattern already. Now this is below average pattern. Now this is even worse pattern. Oh Jesus Christ, make us stop. Oh, is he gonna go up? Oh hell yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah baby. Yeah, this is like actually the worst pattern possible. That's amazing.
That's how
Yeah,
amazing this game is.
yeah, that's like the actual worst pattern, and there's nothing you can do about it. He just decides he won't go down, and then you can't SDC him. Beast, I believe, is the exact same also, just SDC. Hopefully you don't get bananas like that, because you want to conserve your health. For, I think, Mushroom, I don't know if you do for the fast fight on Mushroom.
What are you talking about? Like
Where
finishing with the
yeah,
with the
you
weakness?
damage, you damage boost and then use the weakness, yeah. So Mushroom, because we have his Earth Slash now, it only does 2 damage, so we wanna do a fight where we use his weakness along with a 1-2 slash. So you go 1-2 and then his weakness. Okay, so there's a little bit of a different way to do this. It's a little bit where you damage boost, and so you get more damage in. But yeah, that's essentially the fight. Try to time the weakness with the first 2 slashes, so you can get more DPS in. There's only Walrus and Owl left, and I believe those two are exactly the same. Now, if you took too much damage, the Walrus fight can be done slightly different, but this amount of HP should be fine, I think. Yeah, this is fine. But yeah, because Zero doesn't get an armor, he takes a lot of damage from bosses. Oh, and there Maya missed the double hit because the fire was too early.
Literally just like 0 point something.
Yeah, like well, like we said before, like the timing for that can be a little bit tight. And now that he's in yellow health, it's actually pretty dangerous because now commentators curse again. I will kill you for the 3rd time.
Let's go.
It I already killed you twice. Let's go for 3rd. I want the triple kill. Yeah, Owl is exactly the same. Oh no, we're good. Aye, nice fight.
Let's go. I didn't die.
Yeah. So Owl is exactly the same. You just spawn on the left instead of the right, but that's it. And now we're going for Big Bad Sigma. There's 3, arguably 4 bosses. I mean, parts for this boss fight. And it's the last one is the worst. The first 2 are okay. So the first Sigma is only damageable by fire, but that also generates lag. So you wanna kill him in 2 cycles, so the fight doesn't extend more than it needs to. So after 2 fires, he will go after you with his scythe, like that. And ideally you get 2, nice. You get 2 fires there. So do that twice and he's dead. Whoops. Hopefully he dies nice in the middle. That's a nice fight. because now he will jump up, right in the middle, up, so you can SDC him. Use the Ragu Hoha for the iframes, and then just keep SDCing. Damage boost behind him and SDC. Nice.
That was a really good fight.
Yeah, that was a nice fight. You do have to be careful because the second slash actually triggers iframes on Sigma. So if you let you have a bad rhythm, you will have a terrible fight. Now this is the big bad boy. Wait, not this one, the next one. So nice early hit. And now this guy can have two patterns, rocks and wind. You wanna see rocks? That's nice. Rocks gives you, oops, it's much more dangerous, as you see it. If you get rocks with, well, the rocks that come out are completely RNG. Oh, this guy is also RNG. And we got the bat pattern, nice. So for this Sigma, if you get rocks, you can usually get a lot of damage heal. But the rocks that spawn and the rocks that he spits are completely RNG, so if you're unlucky, they will hit you and make the fight impossible. And this other Sigma can say the end, which is the last attack he did, and he despawns. Okay, nice fight. Okay, RNG was pretty bad, let's say. It was pretty bad. And you can actually one cycle the Sigma at the bottom with a different strat. But what Maya does is much more consistent. And time. 45:58. GG.
For the amount of RNG literally I got in the final part, it's okay. And also I took like 2 deaths in very miserable.
Yeah, I think it's okay because you died twice and RNG wasn't great. I mean, the Stingray flying up is amazing. It's so rare to get that bad RNG.
Yeah, that will be like 20 seconds, like that kind of RNG.
No, it's like 30.
Oh my god.
It's like 30 seconds. Then yeah, bad RNG in general, no quick kill, bad Sigma. That's like a minute over on RNG.
Yeah, and also I took like literally in the last hit of Iris and and make the fight again. So yeah, the
Yeah.
40 seconds, maybe.
Probably.
Literally, I lost like 2 minutes in the 3 final stages.
Yeah, like the 3 final stages.
And also I get like the end that is like 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing to do about it. But yeah, this game is really fun. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, if you like RNG, you will love X4 as Zero.
Yeah, you should try, guys. That will be fun.
Yeah, but yeah, that was Mega Man X4 as Zero. Friendly reminder: the X run is better.
Of course, believe it. This guy right here play both, so I really convinced like what he says.
My opinion is fact.
So
Okay.
that's it for me. Thanks
Yep.
for SpeedGaming for letting me be part of this marathon again. Like I was trying to play. Like I threw some games: Alien Hominid, Strider 2, Mega Man X4, and Mega Man 2: The Power Fighters, and all the games got in. So literally, I play a lot. Thanks so much, Whiff, for the comment. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for inviting me, even though it was like 2 hours before the thing started. So that's nice.
2 hours? What are you talking about? I talked to you like the.
Yeah,
6
like
hours. 7, not 2. Come on. I'm just a little guy. Come on.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, that's for me. Thanks for watching. Let's see. The next game is Mega Man X3.
So Mega Man X3.
Yeah. So thank you for watching. See you guys. and please donate for the marathon and continue your support. And see you next time, guys. Thank you so much for everything.
Bye bye.